Well, I was talking to no one for a good while there. My streamer reconnected, but for some reason OBS didn't register it. Joe Milton touchdown, I think. Yeah, so this is the last time we're going to try this, obviously. Yeah. So if people want to hang out, that's cool. My internet, this has been a terrible stream. I'm really annoyed about it. I'm annoyed. I'm embarrassed. This has been hell. I'm furious with my internet provider, by the way. Absolutely furious. So if people are going to join, cool. If not, cool. Week 18's been hell. This has been so frustrating. I don't want to keep complaining. I cannot believe this keeps happening. And I appreciate you guys sticking through, but I don't blame you if no one joins back. This has been just move Max Brosmer to bottom tier. What's up, John? I'm glad you're back. This has been like, I'm so annoyed by this. This has been so frustrating. The fact that, like, I've talked about it 100 times, only device on this internet, but the fact that if you lag out for 1 second, OBS just completely shits itself and has no idea what to do. You should play Entry of the Gladiators. Yeah, honestly. This is worse than when we couldn't react to the Bears games. These internet providers are ass. Yeah, thank you. I just like hardwired internet into the wall. And I'm not even doing the multicam anymore, as you can see. I just got flashed by a Tubi ad. We're here to hang out. We're here to hang out. I'm going to delist this stream anyway. This has been just such hell. I'm going to delist this stream. We'll know in our hearts that we didn't miss one. Please put Tua down there. Surely there's a local ISP that you can switch to. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I thought it was a copyright. No, man. No, it was not a copyright. It was just a straight up. That's the thing. My internet went out for like 10 seconds. And then it just stopped. And then it just didn't. I was talking to no one. I was like, why is no one saying anything in the chat? And then I looked and it said I was offline. I was like, what the hell, offline? Because normally like what happened with the other times that my internet's lagged out is it'll either just come back or I'll be able to reselect it. Like just, pick up where you left off. Like, the stream is still on. It's just on pause. But for some reason, OBS isn't working with me today. Giants are going to win, so that's also cool. Unless Dallas scores a couple of times, we will see. But now I'm watching full screen Giants-Cowboys because, again, my internet just can't handle watching 4 games and live streaming at once. The frustrating part, too, is it's not even a speed issue. It's just a reliability thing. Because, like, the internet speed right now, it says I'm getting 2,500 kilobytes or whatever. That's plenty. It says I'm triple green, I'm quadruple green bar. So it's not even the fact that the speed is slow. It's the fact that it just, like, it goes out for a second. Like, what is the deal with that? So believe me, my internet provider will get a furious call from me sometime this week. Happy New Year to you too. But until then, I don't blame anyone who didn't rejoin the third stream. Let's see if Dallas scores here. Second and goal from the 1. Jaden Blue is in for the score. So there it is. We need the Cowboys to win. Well, they're a touchdown closer. That's good. Maffa in. I thought it was Blue, but it was Maffa. Touchdown, Dallas. So there that is. This is weird. This is Nintendo music. Oh, wait, what? Huh. How do you like that? Anyways. I'm just so damn frustrated. Absolute last try. The rain really killing your internet today, Hunter. It's like the least rainy day this week. Yeah, what is that? What is that? The rain hurts internet? What the hell is that? Like they say it never rains in California, but it rains once and now the internet just straight up can't be like reliable now. Like again, we're not gonna quit. We're not gonna surrender. We're gonna keep streaming through the end of this game. We got 1 quarter. Imagine if the internet was this bad during the baseball stream. Oh my god, I would have gotten off I would have gotten off without hesitation. But it is the last week of the season, and hopefully by next September, we won't have to stress too much about my internet. It's the most out of control thing that I can do. Hardwired into my PC. It's just the fact that it's not staying connected. Because the rain. And the thing is, I'm going to call them and they're going to say, oh, well, it rained. And did you try moving the box closer to the window? It's like, it's what? It's right next to the window. And even then, I don't think that's a big difference. Just saw the Falcons and Panthers are 8-9. The NFC South is crazy. Bucks, not Falcons. The Panthers could be 8-9 as well. I mean, the Falcons could be 8-9 as well. We could have a 3-way tie in the NFC South. Darius Alexander talking his talk. So that's good. So 24-17 in this one. Really hope the Giants can just tank it, but we'll see. We'll see. What? Wait. What? Oh, no way. The current bit rate is lower than recommended. Huh, how do you like that? Well, then what do I do? What the hell do I do for that? Oh my God, I know what's happening. I know what's happening, but I don't want to address it. Oh boy. So what's happening? Okay. You think Kafka's trying to win his last middle finger to the Giants? Probably. But I don't think Kafka could try to win if he wanted to. I know what happened, and that's really frustrating. What happened was, that's time, Hunter, no worries. Like I said, Giants gritty loss. Yeah, seriously. Did you run a speed test? I ran a speed test. Here's what happened. A few weeks ago, I realized that my stream was going out in 720, and I realized, why the hell is it going out in 720 why is it going out in 720 if I could go out in 1080? It's not like I have anything else. And I don't have anything else going on through the internet. So the fact that I changed it from 720 to 1080 is why the internet is going slower. However, the bid rate's been about 2,600 the whole season, so I don't even think that's the reason. Get some money back. Bring that to your ISP and show them you're not getting what you paid for. Oh, I will. I will. Believe me, I will. I'm going to call them furious. I'm going to expect a voucher and a trip to Cabo, man. I'm able to hardwire into the jetpack. I can, but it's a dangerous game. I can try it, but I'm not going to do it now. What would you do if the Giants re-signed Kafka? I'd make a hell of a rant video. That's what I would do. And then I'd think about the next step as a Giants fan. I'd be pretty annoyed, though. I think one thing's for sure. He's not an NFL coach. He's just not. He's not an NFL head coach. Maybe in time, but for now, he's just not that guy. This is the last try with this stupid internet. Okay, I'm talking about this is only making me more stressed, and on a day like today, where we're already sick as a dog, I'm not even gonna complain about it anymore. 1 quarter left in Giants Cowboys. 1 quarter left of this just agony. Jonte Banks on the kick return. Normally in this situation, I'd be stressed. I'm still stressed, but I hope the Giants lose. Kafka knows he's not getting a job. This is the audition for the next OC job. Yeah, if that. It's audition for his next QB assistant job. It's crazy Kafka played with Harrison Smith on the Vikings. Yeah, man. He's really done a lot in his coaching tenure. Giants would give a pick 6. That would be nice. That would be great. Oh boy, that would be sweet. Giants could def choke this. They really need to lose. Maybe that explains Kafka's ass. He was on the Vikings. Let's see. 1st and 10 Jackson. Hand off to Tyrone Tracy, who gets 5. Come on, Dallas. Oh, awful season this has been for me to say that. Dart drops back in the pocket. Rolling right, and Tyrone Tracy incomplete. Would have been illegal touching anyways. I don't know what flag he's looking for. Yeah, the flag there should be illegal touching. Really disappointed Bengals didn't come in and play well today. Might be a coaching change coming. From what I heard, Zach Taylor's staying, but again, if they lose to Cleveland, that's not a good way to close, especially with Joe Burrow playing. The flag is down. I'm pretty sure it should be for illegal touching. I don't know what this is. This game in Minnesota just ended. I think that's how we're feeling about a lot of these games, honestly. Week 18 sucks. We knew this. What? Okay. So they picked up the flag. Incomplete pass. Boy. I'm going to take the sickest nap after this game. If the Giants can lose and I can get a good nap, today will be saved. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday, though. Outside of this football disaster we're watching, I'm praying Stefanski didn't save his job. I don't think he did. I think most reporters are saying he's gone. I'm glad you're here, Andy Sams. Shoot. It's been a strenuous day for the live stream. I'll say that much. Kool-Aid locking down Drake London. Yeah, I guess I should pull up the rest of the games really quick. Just do a quick check and see what happens here. So we got the Falcons up on the Saints in the red zone. Browns taking the Bengals, but, you know, game could go either way. Packers Vikings, which apparently both sides are calling for this game to just end. Titans Jags is built to ass. Jags are division champs. Nick Mullins is in, so that's interesting. Colts Texans is actually gonna be pretty fun, but yeah. By the way, I think we're just gonna stream through Giants Cowboys. There goes Darius Slayton. There's a flag on the play. Darius Slayton's gonna score a touchdown. It might be OPI, judging how the refs have called Darius Slayton this year. And Darius Slayton, hands on his head. He's pissed. Probably gonna call OPI. If a real name becomes available, Shane is gone if they say so. So if they have the coordinator right, Shane stays because of Mara's health. I agree with you. Offensive PI on Darius Slayton. You should have some chicken noodle soup. I've been having that all week. All week, man. Darius Slayton's furious. It's his second offensive PI that's called a touchdown back this year. Before we went out last year, we were talking about Clowney. I said Clowney got picked one because of his highlight in a bowl game. He was basically the Trayvon Walker of that draft. I completely agree, Jarv. I completely agree. That's so funny. The one highlight. That's a really ticky-tack offensive PI call. If this game mattered, I'd be pissed. But, yeah, no, that's really bad. But I'm kind of glad that happened. Are we streaming Mara's press conference? Oh, man, we should. When is that? When does that happen? Not a bad idea. Is that a thing I can watch on YouTube without getting copyrighted? Probably not. Anyway, Darius Slayton's furious. I'm not. 3rd and 19. Let's run the ball and punt this one. Third and 19. Jackson Dart hits. He throws. Still gets a deep pass off. Defensive PI. God damn it. Well, tomorrow at noon usually. Well, there it is. Wait, am I getting a life insurance ad? On the stream, Hank? Are you getting an ad on the stream? If that's the case, I'm angry. But there's a flag down, a defensive PI. That's so great. Well, Giants moving the ball. Good one, Cowboys. Tomorrow at noon, usually. Well, then we'll see. We'll see. We might do a recap after. Again, no promises though, because again, I'm working on a video that's gonna come out this week. I'm just behind on it because I'm so damn sick. Good God, Brosmer's bad. By the way, that's another one of those just severe underthrows that were called PI. I'm biased, but I really don't like that call. First down, Tyrone Tracy goes nowhere. Not on my TV. That's still whacked though. Oh yeah, I mean, there you go. Life insurance. I got pitched life insurance last week. It was a weird conversation. Didn't even get a good rate. I'm 23 and he wanted me to pay $50 a month for life insurance. Why would I do that? With no tangible assets. Why would I, besides my PC that works great? Why would I do that? How is that DPI when the ball was catchable? Now the refs want to make calls for us. Yeah, seriously, now the refs want to make calls for us. Jarv's bringing the heat in a way that I can't. Okay. Pretend like the ESPN feed isn't ahead of the game. Gunnar Olszewski, 3rd down and 3. It's going to be Buffalo's last game, end of an era. Yeah, he's going to be a head coach. I would love for him to go to the Giants, but again, it's not going to happen because he's suing us. Trevor got his 4,000 yards, had 3 out of 5 seasons now. Didn't hit his rookie year last year when he got hurt. Trevor Lawrence, proven that he is the future of the NFL. Top of the tier list for a reason. We know that for sure. Giants are 1-7 in one-score games this year. That's not surprising. I'm surprised we've won one of them. Myles Garrett beat the sack record. There it is. We didn't react to it, but Myles Garrett made history. Congratulations to Myles Garrett. Michael Strahan is now not at the top of the leaderboard. But again, I don't know if you want to count it. 18 weeks kind of makes it a little unfair, but congratulations to Myles Garrett if he's watching. It's fun seeing Giants fans rage at getting a DPI call in their favor. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it was a ticky-tack. It was ticky-tack nonsense. Anyway, first down Giants. Giants almost in field goal range. Garrett did it. There it is. We're so going to win this game. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to get 2nd and 8 for the Giants offense. Here's a great point for all the culture win people. Drake May sat out week 18 last year, and they're currently playing for the #1 seed. Thank you. And they had their quarterback. Thank you. Deacon Jones had like 50 in a season. 1 sacks aren't a real all-time stat. Well, Deacon Jones. I mean, that's the fearsome foursome was nuts. Fearsome foursome was like nothing else. Did they get a Super Bowl, the fearsome foursome, or were they like pre-Super Bowl era? I know they played in the 70s. Tyrone Tracy's gonna score, isn't he? Nope, down at the 13. Big run though. Giants for sure in field goal range, unless they go for it on 4th down, which would be so great. We need a 4 and out here, Giants. We really do. Boy. Good run blocking by the Giants. I gotta hand it to them, but again, to hell with what that means. First and 10 on the 14. Hand off to Tyrone Tracy, who gets stood up at the line. 2nd and 10 incoming. Jarv, Pats won week 18 last year and lost the #1 pick. Yeah, exactly. And the Pats are good. Culture win. Even with a coaching change. But that may have just been a lucky situation. Reggie had 21 in 12 games in 1987. That's the real record. Jesus. Reggie White's definitely the 2nd greatest pass rusher in history. No doubt about that. Reggie White was a beast. Ugh. 2nd and 9 incoming for the Giants. Dart's warming his hands. He's ready to go. Dart's having a good game, by the way. Cowboys defense isn't exactly formidable, but he's having a good game. And around to Gunnar Olszewski, double pass, and he missed him. Wide open, missed him. Damn. Chris Manhertz. Straight up missed him. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know what that was. I just fell out of my chair. I don't even know what that was. Just needed a moment. It should be sacks divided by games played. But then what if someone gets 4 sacks in week 1 and then gets hurt? There could be a minimum. But sacks weren't calculated until relatively later in the NFL history. My point is that shit doesn't carry over either way. So culture wins don't matter. I'm going to disagree with that. And again, I like Jackson Dart having confidence. I hope we go for this. I really hope we go for this. We won't, but I hope we do. Yep, Giants are going to kick. Well, Ben Sauls, Harrison Smith getting a send-off. There you go. Congratulations to Harrison Smith. A career well lived. All right, Sauls, if you're going to miss one, do it now, but he didn't. Kick is up, kick is good. Giants up 10. Sacks became a stat in 1978. Yeah, exactly. So that was all so Deacon Jones's prime didn't even count. Well, so, I mean, Sauls has been good. That's nice, I guess. Straight and true. Nice kick. Well, Giants are going to win. That's cool, I guess. If Gunnar Olszewski didn't miss Chris Manhertz there, that would have been a sick touchdown. Dude was wide open. At least we have basketball now. Yeah, at least we have basketball. And the Giants with the 6th pick. But the Browns could win. Shoot. If the Browns win, that's a good step in the right direction, I guess. Be really bad for Zach Taylor's case. And it would be funny, Stefanski leaving the Browns with one last gift. Titans are for sure going to lose. The Titans will probably have a higher pick than the Giants. They definitely will, provided the Giants win. Jets, Bills. Jets could pull out a miracle, but I doubt it. The Jets have had the worst December in NFL history, by the way. In case you didn't see, the Jets have the largest point differential of any December team in NFL history. And the rest of the CFB, the playoffs and the draft. Yeah, exactly. We got stuff to look forward to, no doubt. Commanders, Eagles being one of them. Cardinals, Rams. Shoot, I hope the Cardinals win now. Giants really played their way out of a top 5 pick. That's great. That's really awesome. What do you do in the offseason? What carries over? Not some meaningless week 18 games. Well, what are we going to do in the offseason? Let's find out. Trying to put a positive spin on this. Being a Giants fan's been hell this year. We know that. But to be honest with you, Jarv, if we're just going to sit here and complain about how terrible everything is, I'm not mad at it. Today we can do that. This has been a complete disaster. Good to know that losing my voice in week 2 at Jerry World screaming at Brian Dable wasn't for naught. That was such a tough game. That was such a tough game. That game tore me to pieces. Wasn't as tough as Denver, but man. Leave it to the Giants to hurt themselves and help a division rival by winning a game. Yeah, seriously. Joe Milton picked. That's ball game. It's literally ball game. Bobby Okereke. Oh my god. Well, there it is. Want to see Hunna stream the second half of the Natty like the baseball stream. And just let it go to triple OT. We'll see. Again, I have no issue streaming when I feel 100%, but today has been a real punch in the face. Looks like Harrison Smith is done now too. Sad. You're bald and do not know what you're doing. You are bald. I was just watching that episode of Seinfeld, actually. I don't think that's what you were referencing, but I just wanted it to be noticed. What a bad pick that was out of Milton, by the way. Who do you think the Natty will be? Indy Ole Miss, if that's even possible. Indy Ole Miss. There it is. Did that Minnesota playoff win carry over into 2023? I guess not. I guess not. I'm just... Jarv, honestly, I think I'm just going to agree with everything you say from here on out. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed too. I'm pissed too. Last week felt like a culture win. We can still land on our feet. This week feels like a screw you to Giants fans. Screw it. This week feels like a fuck you to Giants fans. Honestly, that's what this feels like. Like, congrats. Go us. I'm glad we won this game. Where was this in week 2? Where was this in week 3? Where was this when we played the Saints? Where was this when we played Denver or the Eagles the second time? Where was this when we got punched in the mouth by every single team in the NFC North? Where was this? I don't know. I don't know. It's not just a Joe Milton thing. It's an overall problem. We can't even lose right. We can't even win right. We can't even draft right. Blue chip prospects for nothing. It doesn't matter if we have the first pick or the second pick or the third pick or a top 10 pick or a first round pick. It doesn't matter. The season always suck regardless. Even our one good season ended in a 40-0 loss to the Eagles in Philly. I can't believe the fact that we can't even manage our assets, and instead of making changes, instead of actually taking a step forward, we're rehiring Joe Shane because our owner has cancer? We have another owner. We have another owner. We could bring on a consultant. We could bring on Eli. The Dolphins brought on Troy Aikman. What the hell is that about? What, because our owner's sick, we're just supposed to sit here and then suck forever? That's what we're doing? That's Giants football? This is the kind of game we win? Are you serious? Last week, the Raiders suck. Whatever. This was a must-lose game, and the Giants couldn't deliver. And the most frustrating part is wherever we pick, whatever we do, whoever we hire, it doesn't matter. Because the Giants are always going to giant. Whether they win, whether they lose, no matter how it looks, no matter how it feels, we are stuck treading water because our management is too chicken shit to actually make some moves. The fact that Joe Shane is keeping his job, the fact that Mike Kafka decides to pull 2 random ass wins out of his ass in a game like this drives me up the wall, and I'm sick of acting like it doesn't bother me. Tanking is for losers, but the Giants are losers regardless. Fuck! That's the rant. That's the rant. Fuck. Damn it. It's just like, what are we waiting for? What's the goddamn point? The Browns are gonna lose. That was all I had. That was all I had. That was from the heart. That was all I had. Ugh. Okay. Oh boy. All right. We don't know if Shane's staying yet. I mean, if he gets fired, all this is good. Oh, who cares? If he gets fired, so be it. All right. Tune at the perfect time. Yeah, you did. There, perfect time. Don't mention Denver. You can't handle much more. Yeah, no, I literally didn't even mention Denver. The most frustrating game of them all. I just can't believe it. We're running end around wide receiver passes in week 18 like a bunch of slapdick losers, like it's college. And because Dallas is intentionally losing, the stadium's empty. Giants fans are pissed. The stadium's empty. Just let it all out. I'm trying. Damn it. Denver had a rant like this and he gave up, stopped feeling. Yeah, no, seriously, Denver broke me. The Denver game broke me. After that, I was just kind of laughing through it all like a sociopath, pretending like this is okay. Pretending like it's totally cool that the 5th most valuable franchise in North American sports sucks and has been terrible for the past decade, and then some. Again, you guys have been around a little bit longer, some of the Giants fans in here. I started watching in 2012, so I see the Giants, honestly, as the Cleveland Browns, but valuable. The Cleveland Browns, but marketable. All we do is fucking lose. All we do is fucking lose. Except when we need to, and then we win. Congratulations, Jackson Dart. Congratulations, Tyrone Tracy. I could name every single person on the roster. A bunch of bricks. This season has been complete garbage. I'm really glad Bob Okereke is making picks now. You remember in week 3 when the Giants played the Chiefs and Bobby Okereke should have gotten a touchdown? Instead, Patrick Mahomes wrestles the ball away from our Mike linebacker. What the hell was that? But now when it doesn't matter, he decides to show up. And you know why? You know why the Giants are good in week 17 and week 18? Because there is literally and absolutely no pressure at all. This team plays like garbage most of the time because most of the time in the NFL, you're trying to win. But when you take the heat off, because this team is so poorly coached, so poorly ran, so poorly managed, and whatever you want to say, this is on the organizational understanding of how to grow in football. Tagging is for losers, but we suck regardless. We don't get points for beating up on Dallas's C team. We don't get points for scoring on the fucking Raiders. All right? What the hell? The Giants, everybody I've met, football fans or not, say the Giants should have been better this year. I love Cam Scattaboo. Jackson Dart's funny. Where the hell was this a month ago? 2 months ago? The Giants didn't win a game in November. The Giants we beat the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Eagles, which was the one time I was happy all season long. And is that it? Who else did we bring belt to ass to? Is that it? I can't even remember the other win. This season's been such a blur, and we've been streaming through the whole goddamn thing. It's like I've been trying to put on a face. I've been trying to protect my mental health, but the season's over, and I'm done acting like this is cool. I'm done acting like this is okay. Jags are 4-13 their last year. There's still hope for you. The Jags made the right moves to get their quarterback. The Jags, they made the right decisions. The Giants, you know, if Joe Shane can't draft a good prospect at 3 or 2 or 1, how the hell is he going to draft a good prospect at 6 or 7? Last time the Giants had the 7th pick, you know who we took? Evan Neal! Chargers, that's who we beat. What a game that was. You rewatch Giants-Chargers and you'll realize the Giants weren't even good. The Chargers just were super hurt, and then Giants just stumbled into a win. Much like today. Fuck. Damn, it was obvious Dart should have started from week 1. You lose a lot of credibility when you don't honestly go with it. Yeah, when you don't honestly go for an actual like winning season. When we've been in this limbo of should we tank or should we not. This middle ground, this gray area has been burying us for years. Jags fired their GM and hired an offensive coach. I don't trust to do that with Shane at the helm. Yeah, totally. 100%. But we're going to keep Joe Shane because why the hell not? Is Hunter's hotline going to open? Hell no. Hell no. And maybe in a different day, probably more in the offseason. But today, we are finishing this game, and I am going to bed. Fuck. Tired of holding it in. Tired of acting all level-headed, trying to be all cool for the stream, trying to be all, like, you know, professional. Forget it. Forget it. What's the point? Internet doesn't work. The team doesn't win when it matters. The team only loses when it matters. I haven't watched a lick of Hard Knocks. I don't even want to see how this team's coached. Mike Kafka, who swears every other word in his goddamn sentences. Look at this season. Look at this season. I'm not even kidding. I rewatched Giants Commanders. One of the worst football games I've seen in my life. 21-6. What is the point of Russell Wilson? Okay. Then the Dallas game. Don't even get me started on that one. The Chiefs game. We didn't even try. And then the Chargers game again. Stumbled ass backwards into a 3-point dub. 5 straight turnovers without a sack against the Saints. Then we beat Philly. Again, the one time I was happy. And then L. And then L. And then L. And then L. I'm going to say all of them. And then L. 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 And then we get a dub over the red hot Las Vegas Raiders. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did they just turn the Giants game off? Did they just turn the Giants game off? I'm watching on Sunday Ticket, and they turned the Giants game off. I'm not even that mad. It is what it is. Can I really not watch the Giants game, though? Is that a thing? Is that really what YouTube TV is sticking with me? I would be on board with a culture win if we lost last week to the Raiders and secured the #1 pick and beat Dallas today. I'd hear more people on the culture wins. Yeah, 100%. I don't even think I can watch the Giants game. I think they actually changed it to the to the Saints game, which is pointless. None of these games matter anyway. I literally... Did that just... No Sunday night stream. There will be a Sunday night stream. Why is Tyler Shuck Vanilla Vic just got pick sixed? Let it out. Thanks, Stoner Cat. Jags wanted to keep Balky, which is why Ben Johnson chose the Bears. It was why Cohen drafted... threatened the Bucks can him. Yeah. Maybe similar thing could happen with Shane. I really pray. I hope and pray. This dude trying to have it both ways is just killing us. And I can't even watch the game anymore. Paid for Sunday ticket. I can't even watch the last 6 minutes of the Giants season. Jags did not care and beat the hell out of the Titans. Yes, they did. Trevor MVP. You'll never get the 53 to put their bodies out there if you don't manage the QB with honesty. Completely agree. If you don't seem for real, then the whole team feels it. And the Giants haven't felt for real in 3 seasons. This is so weird to me. I literally cannot watch the Giants game right now. Because Fox changed it. What is going on? Mara would probably pick Shane over whatever guy tries to pull that. Yeah, because Mara only wants some dude to glaze him. I'll keep saying this. I'm trying different ways. What the hell is this? What is this? Look, I hate the Giants more than anyone right now, but I still want to watch the stupid game. The fact that the Giants can't... What the hell? Why Saints Falcons? Who cares? Can Sunday Ticket react? Can they respond? Why was Giants Cowboys the Fox game anyway? No one thought this one was going to be good. I'm completely shook here. I'm completely shook here. Can you guys watch the game? I literally can't. I know it's over, but I literally can't watch it. We all knew from the preseason that Dart was ready to start, but I remember so many dumb Giants fans saying we shouldn't start Dart because Thomas was hurt, lol. I was told that Dart was this raw prospect that needed time to develop. If I were in the building and I saw Jackson Dart playing how he did from week 4 onwards in training camp, in the preseason, I would have started him. But again, it doesn't even matter. Hindsight's 2020. I'm much more of a nature guy with the QB position, and I didn't want Dart to lose his confidence, but then I didn't realize the Giants were going to lose 13 games. So, I mean, the confidence is gone anyway. We suck regardless. So there you go. What they do with these Week 18 games last year somewhere, it made Chiefs Broncos impossible to watch. Yeah, I'm glad John and Stoner Cat are having their good game moment. They're getting a little snippy. Dart showed everyone he was the best in preseason. I agreed until I saw him in preseason. That's what I mean by honesty. Yeah, no, seriously. Again, I was being stubborn with my take, saying, let's not rush him out there. But he looked really good in preseason, looked ready. We should have started him from the get-go. But again, this team's managed like shit. Let's be honest. 53 guys see one thing and you're telling them another. Yeah. It's like, this guy's supposed to be our future in 3 weeks. We just need him to develop for another 3 weeks. And the thing is, you can only imagine being at that training camp and seeing Russ just stink it up. And, you just imagine Russ... Just like, I'm sure he was just having a terrible training camp. I'm sure the team wasn't buying in at all. And Dable still decided to stick to his guns because he was a stubborn, fat, bald asshole. And I'm glad he's gone. But damn it, Mike Kafka's just a stubborn, skinny, bald asshole. And Joe Shane is staying. He is staying, even though he shouldn't. It's a nightmare situation in New York. This pain will never end. This pain will never end. There's a reason Joe Shane rhymes with pain. Gah. Well, Browns are celebrating. Wait, did the Browns win? What just happened? There's a flag down. Wait, what just happened? Did the Browns win? What just happened? 4th and 3. What? Timeout. Stefanski's dapping people up. Is the game over? Stefanski's on the field. What happened? Wait. Well, Browns dub. There it is. Well, at least the Giants saved themselves from that pick, I guess. Well, Browns dub. Sure. Also, Falcons up big on the Saints. So, weird. Thanks, man. I hope we can have a good performance there. There you go. When you draft QB, is also your train too. You're on the train or you're not. You're willing to dump guys who don't hop on board. Agreed. Agreed. Your daughter out of college was known as a choker, but kind of fits. Yeah, honestly, at this point. Well, I'm glad Cleveland won. That's nice. That's a hell of a story. Helps us a little bit. I don't know if Tankathon's updated yet. I don't think so. That'd be nice. That being said, Cleveland will have one more win than us, so it won't even matter. Yeah. Browns finished 5-12, so no matter what, the Giants will get a top 5 pick. I think. Unless the Manders, but I don't even know at this point. As a head coach, you have to be willing to discipline the entire team in service of developing the QB at that point. Yeah. Where the Giants started this year, it was just a complete misjudgment of what the team was. And as as a fan, again, I was basically rooting for everything for the exact wrong approach. But I'm a fan, dude. I'm not in the building. I don't know what the hell's going on. You should trust the decision makers in the building to know who's good, who trusts what. Is this young quarterback we have actually the real deal? And we buried it from the start. We absolutely buried it from the start. And I really hope Commanders had the tiebreaker because they swept us. All right, so they'd have a worse pick. All right, deal. So the Giants will have a top 5 pick. We're just gonna leave Tankathon up. Who cares about the dumb games? Honestly, Texans Colts is basically meaningless. But I want to see Riley Leonard finish the game. Are those the last games, by the way? Because they're not televising Giants Cowboys. Why was that the nationally televised game if they were just gonna switch off of it? The game was pointless. We knew that. Brian just let his defense jog all over him. That's the rumors, and he had to be fired. Yeah, country club conditioning. I don't know who the Saints are drafting Jeremiah Love. They could. Saints could go a plethora of ways, but I think the Saints are the exact opposite. The Saints are actually going into the next year with some momentum. Win, lose, or draw in this one. Saints, I think Jackson Dart's the guy. I'm excited about Jackson Dart, but damn, you know? And the Titans are in prime move down territory, by the way. So the trade down dream is all but dead. It's dead at this point. And we don't even get our pick of the best skill player in the draft anymore. Again, just an absolute Mike Kafka masterclass. Just excellent stuff. Absolutely excellent stuff. I'm through the roof right now. Go Giants. So Cleveland's picking 6. Most likely. Well, again, this isn't even updated yet. We'll see. Cleveland 5-12. Oh, so Cleveland's in the 7 spot right now. We'll see. The jury's out with Washington and Arizona. But right now the Giants are picking 3rd, and they will definitely have a worse pick afterwards because of it. 2 just meaningless wins at the end of the season. Saints drafting an edge rusher. Yeah, most likely. I feel like the Saints could go anywhere, though. Edge rusher, receiver, running back. I feel like their O-line's been fine. But I'm just talking about my ass there. I have no idea. I've been too focused on the stupid Giants this year. Packers take over after Brosmer's fumble. That's a damn shame. Anyway, we got 3 games left. We're going to finish out Giants Cowboys. Not that Sunday Ticket is even letting me watch it. Which, again, thanks for that. Pick 7. Who do you want? I want our GM gone. That's what I want. I want our GM gone. At this point, whatever. Trade down or not, I want our GM gone. TGA I8P. Tyler Shuck is Vanilla Vic, unironically. Yeah, he's good. Tyler Shuck's the man. We all love Tyler Shuck around here. Decision maker need to be strong enough. Every player knows the decision will be made around them. They start approaching their job with their own ideas of how things should go. Yeah. The Giants are trying to fabricate being good, but also not. And it's this middle ground is just torture. It's absolute torture. Got to get through Buffalo first, Gale. Jags drafting at 64 this year. Hell yeah. There you go. Jags are winning the Super Bowl. The Giants should hire me as a GM. Honestly, the Giants should hire my camera as a GM. This box of tissues. You can just keep naming items. This TV remote. My Bagel Bites pen. Anyone but Joe Shane. Oh, you want to watch the thing you paid for? Yeah, seriously. I'm a little annoyed by it, considering the fact there are 3 games going on right now. They very well could just show all 3 games, but instead, I'm being funneled to watch 2 games. Just a straight up disaster. The Giants are 2nd and 26. That's amazing. So yeah, if we look at the game again, Dart played well, I guess. 21 for 31, 226, 2 tubs, 36 yards on the ground. As you can see, I have him favorited. Gunnar Olszewski with an incomplete pass. That was fun. Cowboys played Dak for a quarter. What a troll that was. Jaden Blue, again, run defense still looked like hell. Gunnar Olszewski was our leading receiver. That's great. Darius Slayton once again making his money. And yeah, this game was a disaster. And just screw all these guys. So the draft order doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many top 10 picks you live. You realize one pick doesn't change you. Bengals did as good as conceivably they could with the number one pick. I wouldn't want their roster anywhere near me. It's a really good point. That's what I mean. The draft pick itself doesn't really matter. Like what John's been saying, it's the man who's making the pick. In this case, it'll be Joe Shane, and that's just an agonizing thought. It really is. At least I get to watch Giants Cowboys on Red Zone now because it's the only game that has things going on. Gunnar Olszewski end around or whatever that was like a jet pass. That was great. We're really going deep into the playbook now. Wow. Okay, that rant caught up to me. Woof. I'm just gonna rage my way through this. Just gonna rage my way. We got a drive and a half left. We might stick. I mean, the Saints Falcons gonna be close. Texans Colts really doesn't matter, does it? We'll see. We'll see. We'll finish out Texans Colts. But we're just gonna keep Tankathon up. This is the most important thing right now. I wish there was like a what if thing, but for some reason there isn't. The good news is at 5 we can get our pick of the receivers, I guess, or maybe Ruben Bain or someone. I don't even know at this point. Who cares? What? Also, this always puts a smile on my face. New England with far and away the easiest strength of schedule, not even close in the NFL, which is funny to me. They deserve credit, go Pats and whatever, but you know. Okay, the Texans are going to try and make this last drive. I can sense the lightheadedness in Hunna. Yeah, no, I'm totally spaced. I'm probably just, honestly, I'm going to be fully candid with you guys as I always do. I'm probably just going to sleep through this next window of games. I'm so mad. And just wake up and hope the Giants are picking in the top 4. Just gonna cross my fingers and hope the Giants are picking in the top 4. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. Nothing matters. Why is Lil Dicky in a B-dub sad? His music is so buns. People think Lil Dicky is hilarious. I'm not one of those people, but if you think he's funny, good for you. Sunday Ticket turned it off because Kelsey didn't approve that the team's playing. Yeah, imagine paying $5 and not even being able to watch the game you paid for. Where are the Vikings picking? 18. Wow. Don't feel great about that. The worst non-playoff pick. Nice catch, Pettis. Wish I could watch. Is that it? Is this it? The Giants get a first down? Wait, why do we call a timeout? Oh, I see. We're just going to punt and end this one. Well, shuck is him. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's see this pass. Pressure in his face. Whoa! Perfect throw and catch. Is that Vele? Who was that? Ronnie Bell. No way. All right. RJ Bricks. Ronnie Bell one-handed touchdown catch. There you go. Pettis isn't even on the Giants. That's how, like, backwards I am. I thought Pettis on the Giants. We're getting shucked tonight. Yeah, we are. The whole reason you could trade the pick is to a QB team. So unless the Jets pull an upset, no trade down probably. Yeah, no, we're not. From 11 to 18 because of one meaningless game. Did the Vikings win? Ronnie Bell from San Fran. How did the Vikings... 6... Wow, that's brutal. It is crazy to think the Vikings were a game out. The Raiders are now officially on the clock. So congrats to Otis. At least your team knows how to lose properly. I'm gonna put that Shuck is older than Trevor Lawrence. Wow. That's a crazy fact. Oh boy. Yeah, we're for sure finishing out Saints Falcons. Both these teams are playing with heart, by the way. That's fun. Falcons have a lot more to gain with this win, by the way, just culture-wise, because they don't even have their pick. Obviously. And I think, is this it? Is the Giants season over? It is. Well, didn't get to see the end of it, but this is it. Well, go Giants. 4-13. Cool. 4-win season. We went from 3 wins to 4 wins. Now we're the fifth pick in the draft. If Washington loses, then I believe they pick ahead of us. Right, because our strength of schedule, because we beat Dallas. That's really good. Yeah. So if Washington loses, they will be picking ahead of us. I don't even think regardless of tiebreaker, because strength of schedule is the main tiebreaker in this space. So the Giants are going to be picking anywhere from 3 to 6. Dart had 27 total touchdowns, 5 picks. I guess so. I guess we can look at the Giants' stats. Yeah, let's do that now. Saints going for an onside kick. If they don't get this, it's ball game, obviously. Let's go stats, right? So in 13 games, Dart had 2,000 yards, 13 tubs, 5 picks. Not crazy productive, but not bad. 455, 9 rushing touchdowns is pretty solid. Pretty sweet, I can't lie. 3 fumbles, whatever. 1 fumble lost, life goes on. Not a bad rookie season out of Jackson Dart. I'm pretty happy with his production. I would have liked a little more yards, but again, he did what he had to do, and he really outplayed Russ. That's the obvious point. Really outplayed Russ, considering he was in and out of the injury tent a lot of the season. Wandale went over 1,000. They got shut down today. Darius Slayton, once again, just a complete nightmare of a signing he was. The fact that Malik Neighbors is 4th in receiving yards is just downright ridiculous. But I guess. So this team is garbage. We know this. And I'm livid. Jalen Hyatt, once again, with five nice catches for 35 yards. Can't even pay attention to these games. Saints didn't get the onside kick, so I think the Falcons are just going to kneel it out, which is good for both sides. Saints get a little better draft position. Falcons get that momentum win and aren't really kicking themselves as much for trading their pick. Let's finish out Texans Colts, and then we're getting the hell out of here. Raiders move down with win. I don't believe so, actually. From what I saw, they're on the clock. Because their strength of schedule is just lighter than the Titans. So regardless of win. There's a fight breaking out, I think. Or they're just showing Panthers fans. Oh, no, they're just Panthers fans at Saints Falcons that are fired up. Panthers going to the playoffs, and that's great. And my TV just went out. That's great. My internet didn't go out, thankfully. But today's been a really good day. So apparently Commanders lost guarantees of number 5 pick, which is so dumb because they swept us. Yeah. But he's never watched football in his life, set up his fantasy championship for week 18, so I'm still playing. There you go, RJ. That's cool, at least. Cowboys really did shoot our own foot with that tie. Yeah, I guess so, but... Oh, man. I hit a wall. Dude, I'm sorry. I just straight up didn't respond to that. I'm sorry. But, you know. No Manners pick behind y'all. I'm pretty sure it's a tiebreaker, not strength of schedule. You might just need a new TV. Nah, this one was actually just YouTube TV. Too many people were signed on. It's not a TV thing. When I say TV went out, I don't mean like the actual like TV. I mean the like Fire Stick or the HDMI that's connected to it. Not the actual TV. The TV sucks too, but yeah. We're the number 1 pick. Thank you, Giants, for winning. Yeah, Otis, the Raiders have secured. So now, the Raiders are in position to beat the Chiefs for the culture win and to dunk on the Chiefs and would lose nothing because of it. A dream scenario for the Raiders. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Get super something. Thanks, John. Thank you for the 10, John. Normally I make it a whole thing. I appreciate that. Appreciate the 10. John's the man. We're going to finish out this game, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. I have a generational rant for how stupid the NFL draft setup is. Oh, man. Well, Jarv, throw it in the chat now, because I'm not going to want to stay on stream much longer. Texans are in field goal range, by the way. I didn't even notice. Texans are well within winning range here. W Blitz agree. Get some sustenance, Hunter. I can root for my team. There you go. You can have it. Yeah, Jarv, go off, man, because we're about to see how this one ends. Weird that the Colts aren't taking a timeout here. I mean, I guess, whatever. Look, you forgot about Colts Texans, along with the rest of the world, because the Texans aren't even playing CJ Stroud. This game's completely meaningless, but may as well finish it out for the love of the game. We were due from the start with our tough schedule, so basically we got punished for being bad last year. That's true. That's true. Due from the start with our schedule. Damn, man. Well, Colts call their last timeout with 17 seconds left. That's literally out of our control. It is. NFL draft is done exponentially better than the NBA draft system, though. Agreed, but there are issues. And now's the time to vent about them. I got nothing. I got nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn line up for a kick. Fernando Mendoza, we regret to inform you you're a Las Vegas Raider. I think he'll wear it with style. Congratulations, Fernando Mendoza. I still don't understand how the Commanders made the NFC Championship last year, beat us twice, but somehow get a better picks than us. Make it make sense. I completely agree. I completely agree. That is backwards in an isolated instance, but again, it's just... The Commanders very well could win, too. And Fairbairn's kick is good. Texans will probably win. We'll see the last attempt for Riley Leonard's Colts, but yeah. With no timeouts and 12 seconds left, wouldn't hold my breath. The NFL draft season is damn near perfect. It's the idiots making the picks that are the problem. Agreed. Are you going to make a giant season recap video? What would I even recap? 4 nonsense wins and 13 just painful losses. I just did... My last video on this channel is a Giants video, so probably not. But my next video is going to be a long and pretty good one. I'm excited about it. I just need to get healthy because it's a lot of voice recording, and I just... My like, you know... This is enough right here. But we'll be working on it through the week. It'll come out for sure before the wildcard games, or else they would just be pointless. So, for sure gonna drop before the wildcard games. Just need to... It's written. Just need to hunker down, record it. It's gonna be a quick edit, kind of. And then upload that baby. It's gonna be a fun one. I got your recap right here. Yeah, we suck. It's on the Commanders literally pick ahead of y'all even though they swept. It's stupid. It's dumb, but I do like the strength of schedule just equaling everyone out. But it is dumb that Washington will pick ahead of us with a loss. Once again, Washington is just considerably better at tanking than us. They tanked into Jaden Daniels. They tanked into Chase Young, which didn't work out, but still. Yeah, the rant cry today was the perfect Giants recap. Yeah, if you want to go back, you'll see me flailing around. That's what you want to see. This is the one I'm gonna keep up. I'm probably gonna delist the other 2 streams, but if you want to see my rants, if you missed it earlier, just go back like half an hour into this stream and you'll see a very angry Hunnaball. But anyway, Colts Texans. Let's finish this game out. Colts take the return back. Thanks for the higher picks, guys. There you go, RJ. That's provided the Manders lose, but again, I'd expect them to. They're playing Philly. Really quick. Not that this week even matters, but I just want to see where I'm at with the Hunnaball parlay. Okay. What do we get in Saints Falcons? We got Saints +3, that paid. Browns to win. Did we get that? Nope, got Bengals spread. That was a brick. Got Texans spread. That didn't work. Vikings. Did we pick the Vikings? We did pick the Vikings -6.5. That went. Jags, Titans. I think we went Titans, didn't we? Yep, we went Titans. They didn't cover. Pat Spratt's laughing at Shane when he tried at the combine to talk to them. Says it all. Seriously, there's no grade at coulda, woulda, shoulda feeling than failing to trade up for Drake May. Yeah, seriously. You're like, yeah, that's not happening. Haha. Philly benched all their guys. Are we gonna get a culture win? Maybe. I hope so. I hope and pray. How is this game not over yet? How is Colts Texans not over yet? But yeah, if you missed it, this is how the draft order stands right now. If you're a Giants fan, you need the Jets, Cardinals, and Washington to win, or else the Giants will be picking 5th or 6th in the draft, and that's not fun at all. And the Saints, who are 6 and 11, get the 8th pick in the draft. That's pretty good, honestly. With the quarterback, that's pretty solid. God, I hate Joe Shane. I know it's not his fault specifically the Giants won today, but God, I hate Joe Shane. Wow, my eyes look beat up. Again, Colts get 1 play. Riley Leonard finds Josh Downs underneath. This is it. The last play of us reacting to games on Sunday. Riley Leonard pitches it back to Tyler Warren. Recovered by the Texans. Is he going to score? I think it is a touchdown for the Texans. Probably messed up with a lot of spreads there, but there you go. Texans dub. Confetti's raining down. Tommy Togai. Saints will clinch NFC South early next season. I don't disagree with you. Saints are in a great spot. The Giants are not. Biggest beef with the Shane Dable area is they never invested in a plan B for Daniel after the first season. Yeah, there are many beefs with this era. But honestly, kicking the dead horse. At this point, I think we should just I think right now is the time for the funeral for the current horse. All right, we don't need to talk about Dan Jones. We don't need to talk about anything that's happened in the past. Brian Dable's done. Let's talk about the one thing that's driving me up the wall is the fact that the Giants are a joke. And that's really all I have to say. That's really it. So this is the Tankathon. Jets, Cardinals, Manders, better win. Either way, Giants suck. And I was neutral by resigning at the market rate. And but do that and nothing else was too late and unconscionable. I completely agree. But my body's screaming at me right now. Texans Colts is over. This first slate of games is done. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll be back tonight, Sunday night, post game. Thank you guys for sticking through. I know my stream crashed twice, which is just so embarrassing and frustrating, but life goes on. So I appreciate you guys sticking through. It's been a hell of a season, and I will see you tonight. Hunnaball. All right, let me say this. The Giants probably do have a higher ceiling than the Saints. I'm just annoyed right now. Today's a bad day to be a Giants fan. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Hunnaball.